cell. It is also called a battery. Cell. Don't say mobile phones. That is not a cell. Okay, mobile phones we can use when we can using the for speaking to another person. It is a cell. What is the cell? This word also used in the zoology and botany also, cell. Okay, now in physics, what is a cell? It is one device. A device produces electrical energy by chemical reactions in it is cell. What is a cell? A device produces electrical energy by chemical reactions in it is cell or is called cell. It is also known as battery. But how we can denote the symbol of the cell? This is the symbol of the cell or battery. One line should be a big, another line should be a small. The bigger line indicates the positive charge and the smaller line indicates the negative charge. Both should be parallel, but one should be a big, another should be a small. Which is big, that is denoted by positive charge, and which is small, that is denoted by negative charge. This is the symbol of the cell or battery. Now what do the cell? Just only we are discussed. It produces electrical energy by chemical reaction. Now the electrical energy given by the cell is technically called by one name, that is called electromotive force. Shortcut we can say EMF. Electromotive force. Shortcut EMF. What is EMF? The electrical energy given by the cell. The electrical energy given by the cell by chemical reactions in it to the electrical circuit. Okay, it does the chemical reactions and gives the electrical energy to the each one electrical circuit. Is called electromotive force. Shortcut we can write this as EMF. Now what is electromotive force? The electrical energy given by the cell by chemical reactions in it to the electrical circuit is called electromotive force. Shortcut we can write EMF. Electromotive force is not a force. Electromotive force is not a force. Electromotive force is a energy. It is a energy. So what is a unit for electromotive force, or what is a unit for EMF? The EMF unit is volt. Shortcut in the bracket I am writing V. What is a unit of electromotive force? The unit of electromotive force is volt. We can say that as shortcut V. Okay. EMF, electromotive force. How we can express this? The electromotive force is denoted by E. Electromotive force is denoted by E, or capital or small as our wish, but capital is suggestible. Now E is equal to V and E is equal to V minus IR. Oh sorry, V plus IR. E is equal to V or E is equal to V plus IR. When E is equal to V, when E is equal to V plus IR. This is the symbol for the battery. Only battery is there. It is open circuit. Means battery is not connected to the any circuit. Battery is not connected to the circuit like this. If the battery is not connected to the circuit, is called open circuit. For open circuit, E is equal to V. When the battery is connected to the circuit, the circuit is called closed circuit. Now what is the EMF? E is equal to V plus IR. What is that one? V is equal to V plus IR. Now what is a V? V is called terminal voltage of cell. What is V? V is terminal voltage of cell. What is a small r? Small r is the internal resistance of the cell. What is small r? Small r is the internal resistance of the cell. So, V is equal to V plus IR when the cell is connected to the circuit. E is equal to V when the cell is not connected to the circuit is called open circuit. Okay. When the cell is connected to the circuit, it is a closed circuit. EMF is equal to E is equal to V plus IR. What is a V? V is called as terminal voltage of the cell. What is the meaning of that? This is the terminal voltage. This is plus, this is minus. This is plus, this is minus. This is called the terminal voltage. Okay. What is the small r? Small r is internal resistance of the cell. So, E is equal to V plus IR. What is the V? V is called as terminal voltage when the cell is connected to the closed circuit. V is equal to IR. We can write from Ohm's law. E is equal to V plus IR. What is the V? Terminal voltage. How much the terminal voltage? The terminal voltage V I am taken as I into R. This equation V, instead of V I am taken IR from Ohm's law. But what is capital R? Capital R is the external resistance. Okay. This is the equations for the EMF of the cell. The EMF of the cell is equal to V or E is equal to V plus IR. Okay. Now, how the cell is designed? The cell, the first cell, it is called by primary cell. The primary cell is designed by scientist Volta. So that's why the EMF unit is called as volt. Now, how the primary cell is designed? This topic is one of the important chapter in chemistry as electrochemistry. In electrochemistry, again this chapter is repeated. Now, you take a cell. The cell has three major parts in it that are anode, cathode, electrolyte. First we take one container. This is one container. In the container we take electrolyte. After that we take two metallic strips. One is called anodes, another one is called cathode. And this one is electrolyte. A stands for anode, C stands for cathode. When two metallic plates, anode and cathode, are taken inside the electrolyte, immediately the electrolyte done the chemical reaction, which is taken as electrolyte in the cell. Maximum the electrolyte in the cell is sulfuric acid. What is that one? Sulfuric acid, H2SO4. Now, which is taken as a zinc, which is taken as anode? The anode is taken as copper and cathode is taken as a which one? Zinc. In a cell which is taken as anode, copper plate is taken as anode, and which is taken as a cathode, zinc plate, which is taken as electrolyte, H2SO4. It is called as sulfuric acid. Okay. In a cell or primary cell, three major parts are exist. Number 1, anode. Number 2, cathode. Number 3, electrolyte. Which is taken as a anode, copper. Which is taken as a cathode, zinc. Which is taken as electrolyte, H2SO4. When the anode and cathode plates are taken inside the electrolytes some distance apart, immediately the chemical reaction is occur inside it. The chemical reaction is occurred in it. So what happened? The H2SO4 splits into ions. The H2SO4 splits into ion. H2SO4 is splits into H plus plus and SO4 minus minus. Okay. This is happened when the anode and cathode plates are dipped in the electrolyte. The H2SO4 splits into H plus plus SO4 minus minus. H plus plus moves towards the copper plate, that's why it is called anode. SO4 minus minus moves towards the cathode, that's why it is moves towards the zinc, that's why it is called cathode. H plus plus is called as cation. H plus plus is called as cation. SO4 minus minus 4 is called anion. The cation moves towards the copper plate, so it is called anode. SO4 minus minus, this is anion, moves towards the zinc, that's why it is called cathode. So here I am taken plus symbol, here I am taken minus symbol. When this cation, this anion moves towards anode and cathode respectively, for their motion one opposing force is present. That opposing force is established one EMF. That EMF is called as back EMF. What it is called? Back EMF. Now what is the meaning of back EMF? When anion moves towards the zinc, cation moves towards the copper plate. For them one opposing force is established. Opposing force is established is called as back EMF. When H plus plus moves towards anode, comma SO4 minus minus moves towards cathode, a opposing force acts for the ions is called back EMF. What it is called? Back EMF. Due to this back EMF, one resistance is established. That resistance is called internal resistance. Due to the back EMF, one resistance is established in the cell. That resistance is called as which one? Internal resistance. Okay. Now, due to back EMF in the cell, internal resistance is established. Internal resistance is established. This internal resistance is depends on some factors. Okay. Now what is the internal resistance? A resistance inside the cell emerged from back EMF is called internal resistance. A resistance inside the cell is established by the back EMF is called internal resistance. Which cell internal resistance, which cell internal resistance, which cell internal resistance is zero, is called an ideal cell. Now this is also one of the important question. What is ideal cell? Which cell internal resistance is zero? That cell is called ideal cell. Okay? Which cell internal resistance is zero? That is called an ideal cell. Now internal resistance of the cell depends on number 1, area of anode, cathode plates. Internal resistance depends on area of anode and cathode plates. Number 2, distance between the anode, cathode plates. Number 3, internal resistance depends on nature of electrolyte. And 4th one, concentration of the electrolyte. Okay, internal resistance depends on 4 factors. What are that 4? Number 1, internal resistance depends on area of anode and cathode plates. Number 2, distance between the anode and cathode plates. Number 3, nature of the electrolyte. Number 4, concentration of electrolyte. But this is very, very important. Which cell internal resistance is zero? That cell is called ideal cell. Now how we can get this in the examination? What is ideal cell? Which cell internal resistance is zero? That cell is called an ideal cell. Now internal resistance depends on how many factors? Depends on 4 factors. What are that 4? The first one is area of anode and cathode plates. Number 2, distance between the anode and cathode plates. Number 3, nature of electrolyte. Number 4, concentration of electrolyte. Okay, this is about the cell.